Before we bring any 3D model to life in Onshape, everything begins with a simple 2D sketch. Think of it as a foundation of a building. If the sketch is not solid, the 3D model won't stand strong. In today's video, we will learn about absolute basics of sketching, drawing lines, arcs, and applying dimensions in Onshape. Let's jump right into it. First of all, I will open the part studio that we have created in the last session. We will select a plane to start with our first sketch. Let's say we have selected the first front plane for sketching. First we have to go here at the sketch. Then as you can see here, we have selected the front plane. Now you can see, as soon as we have selected the sketch plane, here new tabs are there. Workspace has flattened into a 2D sketching environment. First, let's look at the most basic tool, the line tool. Let's set the front view. You will find it in the sketch toolbar at this top here. And to start with, click here. You can select the first point and then the second point. And to escape this command, you can press escape. Also, if you want to draw a line vertical, so you can see here at the right side of this cursor, you can see a vertical command. And once you go horizontal, here you can see a horizontal command. If you get closer to this point, you can see the coincident command. So in this way, these commands will help you to create your geometry with minimum efforts. Now this was about the line. Then we'll try sketching some arc. So in arcs there are 2 to 4 options are there. So first of all, let's see the 3-point arc option. So what you have to do here is select first point and basically this uses 2 points and a radius. So you can press escape, and in this way we have defined initial point, the end point, and some radius. The radius has not been defined yet. Also, the length of this line has not been defined. In the same arc option, we will see some another option. Let's see a center point arc. So here you can see we have selected the center of the arc, and after that we can choose the first point and the end point of this arc. So with these methods, for each option there are multiple options available to draw them into the sketches. For cleaning the sketch, you can use the trim options. You can just select the entities to trim them out. Here you can see if you want to sketch a rectangle, there are 3 options available. First option is the corner rectangle. By using the corner point, you can draw a rectangle. Next is center point rectangle. You can choose a center point, and around that point the rectangle will be drawn. In circle, there are three options. First is the center point circle. Here also we can choose the center point and it will draw a circle radially. Then there is another option like 3-point circle. So for that we have to choose 3 different points to draw a circle. Also another option is there called ellipse. For elliptical geometries we can use this option. Where we can select 2 points in a line to draw an ellipse. In this way we will make the sketches using these options. Now suppose we have to create a circle, let's say a wheel, and we have generated a center point circle, and this sketch is not defined properly as we have not applied dimensions to it. So a sketch without dimensions is like a map without a scale. It looks good, but it doesn't mean much. In Onshape, dimensions define the exact size of the geometry. Activate the dimension tool by pressing D on your keyboard. Then click on the line to define its length or a circle to define its diameter. Now the dimensions are currently 77.49. So we'll make it as 80. This was about the circle. Let's say if you have to give a length to a line, and also we can press D, choose this line and give it a length of say 30 millimeters. Again, it is not properly defined as the angle of this line with the horizontal and vertical is not defined yet. So for defining it properly, we have to draw a horizontal line, and with this horizontal line we have to define an angle between the line and this horizontal line. Let's say the angle is 45 degrees. Now you can see previously the color of this line was blue, now it is black. That means the line is fully defined. Now there are other options also to define these entities, and they are under the constraints tab. For example, suppose we have to make this line vertical or horizontal. For that purpose, we can go here under the constraints option. We can choose a vertical option, and simply by selecting this line we made it vertical. Similarly, if we wanted to make it horizontal, we would have done it as selecting the horizontal, and selecting this will make it horizontal. Again, let's say we have drawn a circle and there is some another circle also in the plane, and we have defined our first circle, and we would also like to define the other circle by making it concentric with the earlier one. So we'll just simply choose the concentric, choose the first circle, choose the second circle, and you can see here the second circle gets concentric with the first one. And now we can just apply dimension to it, and you can also make it fully defined. So in this way We can use lines and arcs as a building blocks for our sketches. We can apply dimensions to control the exact sizes of the geometry. And also there are constraints options available to control the relationships and sketches tables. Mastering these lines, arcs and dimensions set the stage for everything else in the Onshape. Once we are confident here, moving into the 3D features like extrude, revolve and loft will feel much easier.